Welcome back, Modified Crew. I'm your daily driver, Mark Herman, and today we are going to be taking the $2,200 FRS to get its brake lamp inspection and its smog. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started right now.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alright guys, so I just get back from taking the FRS to get its brake lamp inspection and its smog, right? So I'm there, I take it in, and then the guy's like, it'll be about 45 minutes. So I leave it there, I come back, it's been like an hour and I'm still waiting, and then he comes out of the garage bay or whatever, and I walk up and he's like, you know, if the guy comes out to talk to you, you know it's never a good thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's true, I get it. And he's all, well, it passed its brake inspection, I did all the brakes, and he's like, well, that's as far as we made it. I'm like, the lamp failed? I checked all the lights. Apparently on the drive there, this bulb goes out. And he was really cool. He's a nice guy. You know, I left him a good Yelp review because I've used them before. And he charged me $2 to replace the bulb. I mean, the bulb would cost almost that, and he did it, you know, for $2 and whatnot. So that's good. So then I passed the lamp inspection while I was there. So I got my brake lamp, and then it gets to the smog. And this is where it sucks. He's like, all right, well, you got a modified exhaust, which they can't fail you for it. I mean, cops could pull you over for it being too loud. But if you have a modified exhaust, he's like, you might want to pay attention to that. So the car's on the lift. I'll show you a picture. They cut out the cat, guys. There's 2 cats on this exhaust, and they cut out one of them, and I failed because of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, so what do I got to do? He's like, well, you live in California, so it's going to suck. Here's your options. You have to get it brand new. You could get it, you know, there's probably, there might be an aftermarket manufacturer OEM style, but I didn't find one. So that sucks. So I pretty much have to go OEM. So I'm trying to source one. I found some guy in LA. So I have to go out to LA to go ahead and buy this, put it on, and hopefully I don't fail. But that's what I'm doing. Crossing my fingers, 160. If I have to go from the factory, we're talking over $1,000 probably, which will suck. These things are not cheap. They're hard to get. Little lesson, guys, if you're buying cars, used ones, crash ones, wherever you're getting them from, if the exhaust is not stock, check your cats. I'm on my way to LA so we could get this car finished. We had a little bit of a detour. I was on my way to Southgate, and somebody hit me up on Facebook. There's actually like Facebook groups where people are selling parts and stuff like that. So I posted there because I was in need for, you know, cat. Somebody hits me up. Dude really wants to sell his cats. I ended up meeting him. Well, I'm about to meet this dude in Pomona, and I'm going to be doing it for less of a price. So hopefully it's a good enough cat. We'll go ahead and meet up with this dude and see how it goes. So we went ahead and made it to Pomona. I got my my cat front pipe here. All right. Anyways, I like it. I met a guy off of Facebook, and he's an enthusiast, and I want to just say a shout out to Paul. So I appreciate you hitting me up. I'm glad I could help you out. You could help me out. It works out. And so next we got to go and bolt this onto the car, pass smog, and then we could get the car going and go and have some good times with it. All right, so there's one of the pieces that they cut out. Probably that's the resonator there. And then we put this cheap piece of tubing all rusting out. That's the other piece. So yeah, they legit cut out the cat, and I get to go ahead and deal with that problem. Got a good deal on one, so I'm not too upset about it, but Let's go and get this replaced. Hopefully these nuts, they like to get all rusted and stuck on and break and will break and stuff. So hopefully that doesn't happen. All we can do is just start on it. I'm gonna hit it with some penetrating oil. Hopefully that'll get it started. All right, good times, guys. Okay, so, all right, so we got 2 broken exhaust nuts or studs or bolts or whatever you want to call them. They're like studs in a bolt or whatever, which I'm not surprised. These almost always break. And then, yeah, I lost the other bolt, so I need, well, nuts. I need to go find one, so. Got to go pick up some hardware and we'll reinstall it, but before that, let's do an open pipe run. All right, let's get this car started, see how loud it is. Not bad, a little grunt to it, but honestly, I think it sounds better with the exhaust. I just think the exhaust actually sounds louder. Hard to tell over the mic, but you guys get the idea. Let's go get that hardware. All right, guys, what a pain in the butt. I went to go get the hardware. Nobody had it, not even the dealer. So I had to go to Ace to get the stainless hardware. Now, it's not the exact studs that they have, but it'll work. So I got the hardware to make sure it fits the springs and stuff. So yeah, you know, a little word of advice. If you're gonna take on the exhaust job, you really wanna make sure that you have the hardware with you, because most likely it's gonna snap. It gets so hot and gets, you know, hot and cold so often that the hardware breaks down. And I've done a lot of exhaust things, and if, you know, you have a car that's a fair amount of years old, it's gonna snap. So just be prepared for that. Order it ahead of time, and it'll make your life a lot easier instead of spending a couple hours finding it like I did. So let's go ahead and get this exhaust installed so we can go and get this thing passed along. All right, so the car passed smog, which is great. I put the cat on there, passed smog, everything went good. I get to the DMV, I get here around 2:30, and it's typical California DMV. We're sitting there, getting through everything. I mean, they, from the time I showed up to the time I even got seen was probably about 2 hours. No, probably longer than 2 hours, but it was about 4:30, and then they start helping me out. It was about 2.5 hours wait time. And they start helping me out, and I need to get the vehicle inspected. So you can have it done by CHP or the DMV. I go through the DMV because you're gonna be here anyways. And she leans over, she's like, "You still doing inspections?" And the guy's like, "Nah." And so now I have to come back to the DMV tomorrow because the guy decided he doesn't want to do his job until closing hours. Nonetheless, I'm done ranting and raving. Let's go and drive this beast. So today didn't go according to plan, or the past couple days didn't go according to plan, but that's the realistic part of, you know, doing this. Getting cars from Copart or flipping cars, anything like project cars, it almost never goes according to plan. So you just got to roll with the punches. You just suck them up, do what you got to do. Be patient, and you know, sometimes it takes a little longer, but that's to be expected. And you know what, it's part of the reward when you get to that finished product and you can enjoy a vehicle that you're really happy about, you saved money on, instead of just buying it out of the box. That's what we're here for, you know. So anyways, I hope you guys look forward to joining me on the next episode. We go back to round 2 of taking on the California DMV. I love having you guys. I appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, just like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
Melodies we haven't played. No, I don't